Hi, I'm Trey Duke, and welcome to Take20, a quick look at Murfreesboro City Schools.
Hi, I'm Maria Johnson. In this episode of Take20, we're inviting students to share their summer stories with us through postcards and Flat Stanley adventures. One of my favorite things to do on the first day of school when I was a classroom teacher was to hear all about my kiddos' summer stories.
I totally agree. The kids and their stories are so entertaining. So let's join Miss Sherry in the studio for a reading adventure that might inspire you to buy a pack of crayons and sit outside with a great coloring book.
Thank you, Dr. Duke. Ivy, I am so excited that you are here with me today. We're doing one of my favorite activities.
Really?
I love to color.
Me too.
And you know, there are some books about crayons.
Really?
Yes, I think there's one behind you. If you
Okay.
want to grab it off the shelf for me.
Is it this one?
It is.
Okay.
This is a book titled The Day the Crayons Quit. Can you believe that? Crayons quitting? I don't know what I would do. In this book, the crayons are actually writing letters to the owner, Duncan.
Really?
Yes, and I thought I'd share one with you today.
Thank you.
Let's see. So Ivy, in this book, Yellow is actually writing a letter to his owner, Duncan, because he feels that he is the true color of the sun. So let's read the first letter written by Yellow and see what happens. Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the color of the sun. I would tell him, but we are no longer speaking. And I can prove I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color the sun in your family farm coloring book. In case you've forgotten, it's on page 7. You can't miss. I'm shining down brilliantly on a field of yellow corn. Your pal and the true color of the sun, Yellow Crayon. And you can see right there, he did color him yellow.
Wow.
But then let's look what Orange does. You ready? Let's see. Dear Duncan, I see Yellow Crayon already talked to you, the big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but we're no longer speaking. We both know I am clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday, you used me to color the sun on both the Monkey Island and the Meet the Zookeeper on pages of your Day at the Zoo book. Aren't you glad I'm here? I like that. Your pal and the real color of the sun, Orange Crayon.
Who's the real color though?
You know, I don't know. And that's a great question, Ivy, because one thing I love about this book is that Duncan always solves the problem.
Really?
So this is a book you're going to want to check out at the library or read over the summer to find out how Duncan solves this problem. But one thing I'd really be excited about if you did this summer was actually wrote letters. You can write letters to anybody and use crayons.
Crayons are fun.
They're great. And if you don't want to write a letter, guess what you could write? A postcard. Have you ever been on vacation and picked up a postcard?
Yes, with a pretty background.
Love it. Or you've received a postcard.
That's so fun.
I know it is. And guess what? There's a book just like this one, but they're writing postcards.
What?
And I think it's behind you on that shelf.
Okay, is it this the one?
That's the one. What's the title of that one?
The Day the Crayons Came Home.
Now, this is a book about crayons that get lost all throughout the house. And Duncan, once again, has to solve the problem.
Oh.
And you're not going to believe this. Guess who appears again in this book?
Orange and yellow.
You got it, Orange and Yellow. Let's see what's happening with Orange and Yellow now.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh my goodness, and look how they've written. A little yellow and a little orange.
Whoa.
Let's see what they tell Duncan. Duncan, it's us, Yellow and Orange. We know we used to argue over which of us was the real color of the sun. But guess what? Neither of us wants to be the color of the sun anymore. Can you believe that?
What?
I don't know. I don't know where this is going.
Why?
Not since we were left outside and the sun, you know what happened? Say it.
Did it melt them?
It melted them together.
Together?
Together. You know the real color of the sun? Hot. Hot. That's what. We're sorry for arguing. You can make green the color of the sun for all we care. Just bring us home. We're not so sunny friends. Orange and yellow. They even colored the sun green.
Whoa, look what they look like.
I know it all together. I don't know what I think about that.
Me either.
But one thing I do know is Duncan is always a problem solver.
That's really good.
It really is. I love a problem solver.
Yep.
Let me show you what he does for his crayons. When he collects them all throughout the house, he builds a fort.
How?
Isn't that amazing? Because they wouldn't fit back in the box. You know how they get little and they break and they won't go back in your box, right?
How the orange and yellow melted together?
Absolutely. And you know, I love building forts.
Me
That's
too.
another great thing to do during the summer.
So fun.
Yeah, we can write letters during the summer to each other. We can write postcards to each other. And you know what, Miss Ivy? I would love for someone to write me a postcard.
You know what might be even better?
What?
If they wrote me a letter.
Oh, I would love a letter too. So if you would like to send me letters or postcards this summer, please send it to the address below. Ivy, it has been so much fun coloring with you and reading books about crayons.
Definitely.
Here's to a happy and great summer.
Yep.
Cheers.
And definitely getting postcards.
Absolutely. Why don't you toss it back to the studio?
All right.
Thanks, Ivy.
Great catch.
Dr. Duke, hopefully we'll receive a few letters and postcards after Take 20 airs this summer. And speaking of summer, let's go see Elizabeth in the school garden.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. I'm here at Hobgood Elementary with Chef Jack. Chef Jack, what are we going to be harvesting today?
Today we're picking snow peas. They're sweet, they're nice and plump. You can eat them raw, you can cook them, you can use them in stir fries. They're very nutritious for you.
So how do you know if they're ready?
Well, if you look at this snow pea right here, it's really flat and it's not developed all the way yet. Where this one right here is round and this snow pea is fully developed and nice and round, and you can feel those snow peas in it.
So when did you plant the snow peas?
A few months ago, they're about 60 days they take to develop.
Oh, so it didn't take too long to grow.
As long as you keep watering them and get plenty of sunshine, you'll have these beautiful peas in no time.
Let's finish harvesting our snow peas before we move on to our cabbages.
All right, let's get busy.
Chef Jack, this looks like a really nice cabbage. How much does it weigh?
Usually about 3 pounds when we harvest them.
This feels a lot heavier than 3 pounds.
You want to kind of keep them small, like 3 pounds to 5 pounds, nice and smooth, crunchy taste. With this one right here, it's a little smaller. You won't get the yield you do.
Chef Jack, what do you make with cabbage?
Well, you can make a lot of things with it, Elizabeth. We can make coleslaw for one to serve y'all during the summertime, during summer feeding, and during ESP time. There's also purple cabbage and red cabbage you can throw in it to give it more color to your coleslaw.
Does it taste different?
Not really, not when you put the mayonnaise and carrots in there to give it that color, nice texture, a little sugar to give it a little sweetness.
I like coleslaw, but what else can you make with cabbage?
You can make sauerkraut, you can use it in stir fries, you can even serve it raw, you can steam it, boil it. People like cabbage all kind of different ways.
So Chef Jack, what are these other plants in the bed?
These right here, Elizabeth, are cucumbers. We try to utilize the whole bed because the cabbage is almost ready to come out. So we'll harvest the cabbage and we'll put up a cage, that way the cucumbers can run up the cage and we can pick them easier. Elizabeth, you ready to go into the cafeteria to make some coleslaw for our summer lunches?
Yes sir, let's go.
All right, let's go. Elizabeth, we got the vegetables in the kitchen now. We're gonna wash them, chop them, and get ready to make coleslaw for lunch for tomorrow.
And that's truly farm to table. Now, while we're making coleslaw, let's send it back to the control center.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Miss Johnson, what are you doing?
Holding a cabbage.
Okay, First a crayon, now a cabbage. Well, while I figure out what's going on here in the control center,
Let's just head over to Northfield and visit with Alice and the students in their ESP.
Thanks, Ms. Johnson. Hi, I'm Alice Sallett, and I'm the site director at Northfield ESP. This year, ESP and summer school are coming together, and we are bringing camps to our kids that stay after summer school. Today, our art camp is going to talk about Flat Stanley, and we're going to talk about where we could take Flat Stanley. Paisley, where could we take Flat Stanley?
I want to take him to the beach.
Okay, so if we take him to the beach, what would be good to put him in so that he doesn't get wet?
In a bag.
A bag? Do you think that the bag would need like sunscreen on it so he doesn't get sunburned?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so we need a bag and sunscreen, and then hope he just doesn't get sandy.
Yes.
So if he does get sandy, it's okay. We can just bring him back with the sand?
No.
No? Oh goodness, if Flat Stanley was covered in sand, we'd have to make sure we brush him off, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, awesome. So Mason, where would you take Flat Stanley?
To outer space.
To outer space? Would you want to be inside or outside of the space station?
Outside.
Outside. Do you think that y'all would float or blow away?
Float.
Float. Why do you think that you would float?
Because there's no gravity.
There is no gravity. That would be super cool. Hey, Grady Hayes, where would you want to take your Flat Stanley?
To Disney World.
To Disney World? Who would you want Flat Stanley to take a picture with?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. If I were at Disney World, I would want to take a picture with Donald Duck. But I think what we need to do next is we need to start coloring our Stanleys so that we can take him on adventures. What do y'all think? Yeah? Okay. Flat Stanley is a series of iconic books for kids, and he goes on many adventures. In ESP, we hope that Flat Stanley will go on adventures with us, but he could also go to your grocery store. He could go to Walmart. He could go to the park or to the library. He could do a lot of different things. Dr. Duke, where will you take Flat Stanley this summer?
I'm definitely going to take an adventure this summer, and I'll be sure to take Flat Stanley along with me. Over the years, I've seen Flat Stanley go to a lot of places, but I've never seen a picture of him in outer space.
Don't head on your vacation just yet. Gus and Cindy have a card game that you may want to play with your sons.
Thanks, Miss Johnson. Hi, I'm here in the studios with Miss Cindy, the math guru.
Hey there, I don't know about that, but we are going to have a little fun today. You know, the last time we played a game called Oh No 99. Today we're going to play a game that's called Hit the Target. And in this game, it's for all ages. This is what's really nice because we're going to set a target number and we're going to try to hit it. Well, let me teach you how to play, and everybody at home, you can kind of watch and maybe even get out a deck of cards and play with us. In the cards, we've taken out the jacks, the queens, and the kings. And in this game, an ace is 1.
Ace is 1.
Okay, so if you would deal 5 cards to each player.
1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5.
Perfect. And in this game, the dealer gets to pick the target number. So before we look, what would you like the target number to be for this round?
Since it's my first time playing, how about I go with an easy number? How about 10?
10 sounds great. So let's turn over our cards and look at them. And those of you at home, you look also, because in this game, you're going to use 2 or more cards to make 10. And it can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. And the goal is to use as many cards as you can, because the more cards you play, the more points you get. So I'm going to have to study mine for just a second. I think I have a way to make 10. What about you, Gus? Would you like me to play first?
Sure.
Okay. So I am thinking 7 plus 4 is 11. Minus 1 would be 10.
So you got 3 points.
I did. I got 3 points. So now let's look at your cards. Do you see a way to make 10 there?
What if I were to have this 10, add 9, take away 6, And 10 plus 9 equals 19. Take away 6 equals 13. Take away 3 equals 10.
Wow, how many points did you score there?
4.
4. So you scored 4 points, I've scored 3. Great job. Now it's my turn to deal, and I'm going to pick a target number. Let me think. What if I made the target, I'm just going to put these on the bottom. What if I made the target number 20 this time?
Okay.
Okay, you want to try it?
Sure.
So I'm going to deal each of us 5. Now, you know, Gus, I'm very competitive, so I'm thinking about you were able to play 4 in that round and I was only 3. I'm thinking I've got to step up my game on this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, all your operations, you can use multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction. Gus, I think I can use both of mine, all 5.
Uh-oh.
I know. So you look at yours a minute, see if I'm right. 5 times 2 is 10.
Times 10.
Okay, plus 5 times 2 is 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me
20.
times 1.
You got all.
So that's 5. Now let's look at yours. Can you make 20?
What if I were to have this 10,
Mm-hmm.
multiply it by 3 and get 30,
Mm-hmm.
take away the 6 from it and you have 24, take away the 4 and you get 20.
Oh my goodness, that does work. And I wonder if everybody at home is finding another way, but that's excellent. So you had 4, so you're up to how many points right now?
I'm at 8 and you're at 8.
Oh, we're going to have to play one more round to determine the winner. Okay, Gus, this is the last round. We're tied 8-8, so you get to deal and you get to pick the target number.
How about 30?
Okay, 30. Okay, deal those cards.
Because first round 10, second round 20, third round 30.
Okay, that's a great number.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Ooh, who's gonna win?
I know this is a nail biter now, isn't it? This is the pressure is on. So you want us to make your target number is 30. Okay, those of you at home, be looking at the cards. Can you make 30? Do you see a way? Oh, Gus, I think I'm going to win. Yeah, look at here. I've got 3 cards. 10 times 3 is 30 times 1. Can you beat that?
I think so.
No way.
5 times 8 equals 40.
Uh-huh.
And 40 minus 7 equals 33.
Uh-huh.
Minus 3 equals 30.
So who's the winner of this game today?
Me.
You know what, guys, I'm going to be really honest with you. All that we did and all the math that we did in our heads, I really kind of feel like a winner also.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for playing. Good game.
Good game. Thanks, Miss Cindy. That was a lot of fun. Now, back to the control room.
Once again, 20 minutes go so quickly. And as always, it's been so much fun to visit our schools and our studios. And we hope that our students and families are having a great summer.
So that's a wrap for our third Take 20 show. For now, we hope you enjoy your summer and know that we're all working hard to ensure our students are known, safe, challenged, and empowered. Have a great day, everyone.